Hey everybody, welcome to a Monday stream. We are live on YouTube and Twitch. I hope you're having a great start to your week. It's pretty much nighttime here. It's probably the latest I've streamed in a very long time, or if ever. So it's going to be interesting. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. I do have the chat pulled up, so if you post anything, I can see it. We're going to just do a normal stream like we usually have been doing. How's it going, Jace? I see you in the YouTube chat as well as the Twitch chat. If you're wondering what this is the Twitch chat, just because it's integrated. And I'm assuming, okay, let me break it down here. So this is the first time I've ever gone live on YouTube, and typically, little inside baseball here, typically the videos or the stream uploads from Twitch get copyright claimed or whatever, which, you know, assuming it would, right? It has copyright music. Typically, it's the music over the video. Sometimes the video gets claimed, but usually it's the music in the edits. So I'm assuming the YouTube stream is going to be taken down soon, if not immediately, as soon as I start playing one of the videos. So be on the lookout for that. And I've pinned in the YouTube chat the Twitch stream URL. Wow. What words am I looking for? What are words? The URL to the Twitch stream, which will continue live, uninterrupted, as opposed to YouTube, which is very quick to pull down any sort of copyright claim, if you will. Now, I don't have an issue with it. Obviously, I credit people, and, you know, YouTube takes their cut, and then the original content owners, usually the record labels, take their cut as well. I don't have an issue with that at all. I do have an issue with the times it gets blocked, video gets blocked, and I have to like obscure it in a weird way. But I'm assuming that's not going to happen because I already pre-uploaded all the videos, made sure they didn't get blocked. So that shouldn't be the case. So I'm not exactly sure how it's going to go on YouTube. It's going to be a bumpy ride, I'm sure, but we'll figure it out along the way. So if you do lose stream on YouTube, hit that link that's pinned in the chat, and it will take you right over to the live stream on Twitch, where we'll go on uninterrupted and not be worse for wear. What's going on, Jamie? What's going on, Jace? And what's going on, Luke? Happy to see everybody here. I don't know how you set mods on. Actually, you know what? I could probably do that somewhat quick. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, that's easier than I thought it was. I just click on your name and then hit add as moderator. Cool. All right, you are now both mods on Twitch, and hey, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Amal, I'm assuming. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'm not sure how you mod people on YouTube. I'm not exactly sure, but I think I just did it. Now you have the wrench next to your name. I think that's it. So anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, be prepared for the stream to stop. And if it stops, that doesn't mean I'm offline. It just means YouTube is like, hey, not so fast, which is weird because I upload the videos content claimed all the time, but close enough. Oh, gosh. Well, that's not good. What's up, Melena? How's it going? Hey, welcome to the live. It's awesome to be able to have this on YouTube. I've been looking forward to it. Obviously, I wanted to catch up on videos so I could do a more formal schedule. I'll post about it soon. It's going to be Mondays and Wednesdays for the reactions, and then Thursdays will be the gaming stream. So if you want to check those out, be sure to subscribe today or follow if you're on Twitch. Should be interesting. So if I lose you on YouTube, join over on Twitch. I'm live there. You don't have to have an account or anything to be able to watch on Twitch. It should be a nice, easy transition. Should the worst happen, which is basically YouTube goes yoink and takes the live down, which is weird because I post those videos with copyright claims all the time. And as long as it's not blocked, you still get to see it, right? But I guess they're just wanting to make sure I'm not like posting some like live TV shows or movies or something like. I don't know. That's my best guess. But we got some good videos today. We got 5 videos per usual. We start off with Bridgerton. We head on to Young Royals. We go down the Schitt's Creek with a paddle, hopefully. And we end up at Bed Friend. We end up on the bed, friend. And then we go to Supernatural to round out the show. So it should be a good stream. I hope you enjoy the eclectic amount of videos we're doing here. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not used to like darting between two different chats. So if I miss a message or anything like that, I apologize. I think super chats work. I'm not exactly sure, but if you want to, go around YouTube's 30% cut, you can just do toddreacts.com/donate. And that's 100% towards me and not 30% towards YouTube. So if you want to skirt that, go ahead and do so. I'm close to getting Twitch not partner, affiliate or something like that. I don't even know what that means, but hey, that's pretty cool, I guess. So be sure to follow, and if you would like to request your own videos and have it on stream, head on over to toddreacts.com, join the series or season tiers, and you can request today, and they will be on stream. We will watch them, and we will enjoy them. Just putting it out there. We probably will. Or my kryptonite. Split focus. Twitch affiliate, I think, yeah, I don't know what that is. It just rings a bell. Yeah, apparently there's different levels to it, like Twitch affiliate, Twitch partner. Obviously, partner, you get, I don't even know the difference, honestly. So, hey, maybe something to look into. I don't know. I'll look into it when I get it, I guess. So if you'd like to request your own videos, do so. If you want to just check out the longer form content on the website, you can do so with the episode tier. It's basically what I like to think about it as is a monthly long movie ticket in a way. There's going to be a ton of new full-length content available on the website here shortly. As I start to do these 2 reaction streams a week, it opens up time and energy to do the long-form content and catch up on all that. So be on the lookout for that. You're going to see a lot of new postings around the bend. Be sure to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Hopefully you're subscribed. Go ahead and subscribe today. It's super easy, super free. It's free and easy to sign up for a YouTube account, so go ahead and do so today. I'm not going to give a super long speech about it, other than the fact that it's pretty cool. You get to subscribe to your favorite creators and never miss a video. It's pretty amazing. It's the easiest way to use YouTube. I do use the homepage and the algorithm. I do. I'm not saying that's a bad way, but it's a lot easier to keep track of people when you have a subscription to them. Which partner seems like sponsorship. Affiliate is more like more notice. Interesting.
Do it!
Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. If you're wondering what the follows are, thanks for the follow as well. Slayer Kitty and Tay. Taysa. Taysa?
Just do it!
I think. Tay for short, maybe. But appreciate the follows. Those are on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube and like, what? What's happening? Those are on Twitch. I don't know how to automate those for YouTube, but I'll try to figure it out. I'm not the smartest when it comes to this stuff. I'm just kind of winging it, Go ahead and subscribe to the Todd Reacts Play YouTube channel. That's where all the gaming content is going to occur going forward. Those are live streams. Right now, it's to be determined, as you see right there, at the offline one. That is because we're currently voting on which one is going to be played next. So we just finished Life is Strange, as you see down there. And we are heading towards, it looks like Hogwarts Legacy. Let me look to see if I can find the vote as of now. We got 20 votes in the Discord. So far, 10 of those votes are for Hogwarts Legacy. So it seems like we're going to Hogwarts. Unless more people vote. So that vote is going to end on Wednesday. So get your vote in. Join the Discord. It is free. And there's, I think, 87 of us in there right now. 82? I'm not exactly sure what the current number. Maybe Jace or Luke can let me know. But I think it's over 80, if I'm not mistaken. Poll ends on Wednesday. So everyone get your vote in. You can vote on the YouTube channel. You come over to the community post. You can actually vote there as well. Life is Strange 2 is winning 71% out of 7 votes on the channel. If you want to go ahead, 86 people and 1 bot. Got it. Forgot about that. Oh, gosh. Yeah, if you spam post or something like that, you basically get labeled a bot. So don't spam post. That's a pro tip, I guess. Also, check out the summer collection of merch. It dropped June 1st. I'm currently wearing the polo, as you can see. It is right here. It comes in a bunch of different colors, obviously sizes ranging from small to 5XL. So we have very inclusive sizing. If you're big or small, there's a size for all. Big or small, size for all. Hey, I like that. I like that. It ships worldwide. Obviously, there's a ton of selection here. Got some new items. The athletic shorts have been raved about. The crop tee's been raved about. Super soft material. Check out the accessories as well. This is the insulated tumbler. You can see the logo there. Comes with a metal straw. It keeps cold drinks cold up to 9 hours and hot drinks hot up to 3 hours. I haven't checked the hot yet. I will be doing some coffee later, so maybe it'll do it. So I'll be reporting back on that. But it keeps things super cold for a long time. And I also like the fact that the straw gets cold. I don't know. That's a little quirk about it. But it's the first time I've ever used a metal straw. But it's been interesting. I've had Hogwarts for a month and still haven't played. Definitely got to get into it. It looks good. It looks really good. I've heard that it can kind of get a little monotonous in the tasks maybe, or like the side missions. But overall, it looks fantastic. I haven't played it. I haven't played anything on the list of things we're voting on, but it does look good. I've seen some promos about it, but it looks amazing. And yes, let's go ahead and plug the Discord. Why not? Shall we? Let's plug the Discord. Join the Discord. It is free. There's links everywhere. It's on the website. It's on the Twitch profile. It's on the YouTube channel about section, I think it is. It's everywhere. It's in the description of all the videos. And if you're wondering about timestamps for the live on YouTube, obviously I can't post them while I'm doing it, but I will be afterwards putting in the timestamps in the YouTube description. The links to the original videos are already there. So it's super cool that I was already able to put those in. But go ahead and join today. As you can see, it gives you a link to the live stream when it's live. It's pretty cool. We have a ton of nice, friendly people in there. Lots of conversations going on. You get updates from me, obviously. You can request a channel if you want something, want a channel to talk about something you're into, or maybe you think other people might be into it and you're passionate about it. You want to post pictures and all sorts of things. Go ahead and request it. We are more than happy to make any sort of channel for you. We have a bunch of channels currently very active. Obviously, the Zanunu one is popping off. That's probably the one I get the most notifications for. Tons of them. And obviously, we have a fun one too. Bunch of fun ones. Pet pictures, adventures, food. I always post some food pictures in there because I think it's really fascinating to see what people are eating. D&D has been popping off recently. Movies, music. What are you listening to? What do you like to listen to? What do you think everybody else might enjoy listening to? Go ahead and post it in there. And yeah, it's just a super happening place. I would love to get it over 100. Ideally, get it, I don't know, over 1,000 maybe. Oh yeah, the meme you posted in the Bridgerton channel. I posted a pick and response to give context for the meme. Oh, nice. Bed friend is from same company as Zanunu. Really? I did not know that. Good to know. Yeah, so go ahead and join today. It's free. It's easy. There is a little learning curve if you haven't used Discord before, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. It's not that difficult. Yeah, it has been amazing. You get to interact with me, obviously, and everybody else in the community that's joined. And I'm hoping to get it to be massively popular. That way I can, if a stream needs to be canceled or delayed, it's just a quick and easy way for you to find out, let alone also have these wonderful discussions with everybody. So it's kind of a nice social media that's not, what's a good way to put this? A social media that's geared towards, eyeballs, like outside eyeballs. This is like our little thing that we can enjoy. So go ahead and make it your own. hop into whatever channel you want to hop into and have some fun. All right. Well, we're at that time. We're at that time. We're going to see if this YouTube stream gets pulled down immediately. Oh, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. It's kind of like old school message boards. Indeed, it is. I kind of like that about it, honestly. It is our community. And we don't have to, you know, I don't know. Most social medias are very vying for eyeballs and trying to be like viral or something. It just kind of loses some of the social aspect of it. And I like the fact that this is like just us. But yes, let's go ahead. Oh boy. Let's jump into the first video. YouTube, pinned comment. Check out the link to Twitch if it boots us. But this is the Bridgerton TikToks compilation to watch while we wait for Season 3, Part 2. Obviously, Part 2 has been released. So just keep in mind there. Watch it be because of my video, especially after I had to edit music out of one. Well, hey, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Shout out to Luke and Jace, by the way. They are mods in the chat as well as on Discord and members of ToddReacts.com. They provide all the informational links that we're going to go over today. And Luke also made this video. So let's go ahead and jump in. Come on, YouTube. Let us be. Right now it says stream is healthy. Excellent connection. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but oh boy. Fingers crossed.
Every rose does have its thorn after all.
Again, if it boots us off YouTube, join on Twitch. We are live.
No match for memory, is it not?
It is you I cannot sacrifice.
Though I must admit I am more of an emerald person myself.
I thought 4 brothers enough, but returning to 5 is quite nice.
Am I like
Yes,
this all?
YouTube is here for now.
Am I to be the sister of a princess?
So far, so good.
I am the oldest.
Can't be my videos without thirst traps. Indeed.
All my other siblings just be riding off my back. I'm basically the parent. I keep everyone in line. I've never had a hand-me-down.
Gotta have some thirst traps in there every once in a while, you know?
The middles, and we're always overlooked. Rules were made for us to break, which leaves our siblings shook.
Hand-me-downs are all we know. Nothing's ever new.
You hate us cause you ain't us, but trust us, it's the truth.
Hi, I am the youngest. I'm my family's pride and joy. My siblings were irrelevant the day
That is
I
very
was
funny,
born.
Jace.
I walk
That's very
into that
funny.
room, all the attention goes to me. I get anything I want with just a mommy, daddy, please. My older siblings always try to put the blame on me, but really they're just jealous because they know they ain't the queen.
So she assembled the perfect group. Smart. Loyal. Admiring. And compassionate.
One thing I didn't foresee is this room in the afternoon, late afternoon, early night is warm because the sun sets right there. Wish I had one of those fans. So far, YouTube's okay. Hanging in there. Oh, yes.
I'm in possession of something that you are not. Brothers.
I'm assuming this is the muted audio one. Oh, just turn it up? Dang. Okay. That's as loud as I can get it. Oh gosh. Apologize to your ears. I am so sorry. Kay fell off her horse and Anthony saved her. That's sweet. I guess that happens, huh? I've never ridden a horse. I do not know just how often that happens. But... Oh, cool. Scream Elements bot is working in the YouTube chat. Love to see it.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong. And what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond. And that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn. And that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything
you see me looking over here, it's because I'm checking out YouTube. Make sure it's still working.
Brother?
Gregory, should you not be in bed?
I cannot sleep.
Is something wrong?
My Latin teacher believes so. He yelled at me. Thinks I am stupid. I'm sorry for disturbing you. I shall.
Gregory, wait. Come here.
His father died quite young. He became... Mother was pregnant.
Your Latin tutor does not think you are stupid. He thinks I am frightening. I ask too much of him, and of you. And of everyone, really.
Am I like him at all? Or was he more like you? Father.
Yeah, this is really sweet. Very entering moment.
He was
watch your work.
He was like both of us, really. He had my seriousness, perhaps. He shared your love of a prank.
Did he?
He once put glue in Benedict's shoes.
I wish I could have played a prank on him.
I wish I did.
It is amazing how children can kind of cut through even the harshest of people.
Shown up far too late for far too many things. father was the best man I've ever known. He was good for a laugh, of course, but he was courageous and never afraid to fight, not just for his family, but for everything else, too.
Just wow. That was lovely. You gotta watch your words. You know, in one of those formative moments. That seemed like a very formative moment for that. Gregory.
My daughter Francesca.
Miss Francesca. John Sterling, Earl of Kilmartin.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Checking YouTube, like, is this gonna be the song? We'll be okay. There's some wood to knock on. All right, I think I hit some.
Perhaps we can enjoy the silence together.
I should like that. I don't want her to use wit or banter.
Francesca's book is sad.
Three-fourths of one could in fact feel music.
That is helpful.
It is good that they mix it up. Can't be, you know, happy-go-lucky all the time and worrying about relationships and whatnot. We need some down. We need some downs as well as the ups. As any good book includes.
Exactly as I imagined it. When one chooses the heart over the egg, often all reason goes out of the window.
That is true. That's true.
And I felt the moment stop, glass shattered on the white cloth, everybody moved on.
John gets a headache and dies in his sleep. Francesca miscarriages their child. She wants both. She does marry and finally got her dream to be her cousin Niko, who has always been. It's too bad about the miscarriage. I remember thinking it back to the beginning.
Young lady to lead in a waltz all evening.
I shall not be anywhere near that dance floor.
As soon as this show, like the first season dropped, I just remember hearing so much buzz about it. And it was #1 on trending on Netflix for
Dad has finally printed
weeks,
something
if
worth
not
reading.
months.
Do you agree if I contact?
It was just
Agree.
constant.
With you? Now that shall take some convincing.
Bridgerton men eating their words constantly. That's hilarious. Honestly, I'm kind of nervous about next week's stream because I'm going to be coming home from work and streaming. That's going to be interesting. I don't know how my brain is going to function.
Oh, they're identical. Look at them.
Middle finger with the 5 facts. Back it up, back it up. 2, 2, 3, gonna make it.
Caffeine is your friend. Indeed. Oh, gotta cover the brand. Indeed.
Is there not something in all of us that...
Granted, by the design of the can, you can probably figure out what it is.
Indeed there is.
Casting for the siblings was great.
Take your Trojan horse elsewhere.
This is a very real horse. I'd not recommend trying to climb inside.
Because I am a woman?
No. I did not say that.
But you thought it.
It is clear clear that
Wait,
you
what?
have affection for Miss Shaman. The two of you cannot seem to stay away from one another.
That was a funny exchange.
Aggravating.
We've not yet been introduced.
I'm afraid that is not possible, not when I have a victory lap to enjoy.
Trojan horse. That conversation was amazing.
Flustered now.
Enemies to lovers. It doesn't happen a lot, but it's usually pretty entertaining.
Gregory, would you stop tossing peas at me? Those peas are already there. You cannot tell me what to do. I am old and I'm taller.
Always wanted to live in a castle. If Daphne is going to take anyone with her, Gregory, it will be me. Forget to bring me a gift.
It is not a gift if you have to ask. I would fancy anything blue or white.
He's taken my ribbon.
I've done you a service.
Perhaps she decided she was
Is
changing
it pretty
to a
obvious I
different
like
dress.
the
That is
color
absurd. She looked
blue?
beautiful.
Perhaps over Kate.
And you
Is
wonder
it
why
super
I'm not-
obvious?
If she gets done, so do I.
2 inches taller than Gregory.
You are not.
Season 3, Part 2, Kate is pregnant. They really came a long way. Indeed. From enemies to pregnant.
We are not the only ones affected by our ill reputation of late, Anthony.
Colin, would you care to inform me about anything?
I do not take note of staff changes, brother.
And what about our accounts? You apparently do not seem to take note of them either, since I spent the last 2 days balancing our books, only to discover that you seem to have taken out a rather large sum. Whatever for?
Uh-oh.
If you must know, I was exploring an investment with Lord Featherington.
This is just what makes for difficulties in this household. No one gives any thought as to how it must be managed.
Yes, 1 in 20, brother.
Is no one in this family allowed to make their own decisions?
You, keep to your doodling. And do not ask me to speak of your activities. I would not know where to begin.
Seen Anthony
May I
Lash.
be excused?
Oh.
I must go too. But do not worry, brother. I shall send you notice of every step I take today.
Yes. Doodling awaits, I suppose.
I do have so much to read.
That passive aggressive. Oh, that's amazing. Hey, you want to micromanage? People are gonna, you know.
How is she?
I do not know. I have not.
You have not been to see her? It has been a week.
Have I not made it clear that I've been busy?
Usually anger is a pretty good sign that something else is wrong.
I don't understand.
As it was there.
Why are you being so mean? Yeah,
That's usually what I try to remind myself, saying if anyone's ever like mean to me in person or, you know, on the road, I try to remind myself, you don't know what they're going through, they could be going through a lot. So cut them some slack even though they're being kind of a jerk. Young girl in previous can sound Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's a good point. Good point, Linda.
Come down here and do me the honor.
If she gets done, so do I.
I literally just listened to this song like 30 minutes ago. Well, more than that now. 38 minutes into the stream. Maybe like 45 minutes ago.
Never know Edmund's love. Oh, the way he smells. Oh, what it is to be hugged in his arms.
Also barged into Lucy's wedding and kidnapped her. Gregory was a man. Oh my gosh. Gregory had 9 kids. Good grief.
Francesca? Francesca?
There's no need to shout.
Speaking of Francesca,
Perhaps you should ask my new sister Kate on the matter, for she once piqued the curiosity of the Ton herself.
Francesca went from like 2 scenes in 2 seasons to one of the best characters in season 3.
Oh, dear, is Francesca quite well?
She simply needed a moment, as do I. And I should like to use that moment to dance with my beautiful wife.
Please, enjoy yourself.
Oh, smooth. All right, Lana. Song always reminds me of Great Gatsby, with Leo DiCaprio, of course. Can't repeat the past. The story was on par with the main couple. Interesting. Really setting it up, I guess.
I was painting that.
Stop fussing with your dress.
You look like a prize calf trussed up for auction.
Even Daphne thought, have you seen your brother or your sister?
Well, they managed to escape you. Good for them. I'm in the midst of a conversation. Outside. Byron. Did I strike you much harder than I realised earlier?
I might add.
Charming words from a duchess.
Yes!
How many croquet scenes are there in Bridgerton? I've seen a lot.
Twinkle of the candles. It's as if we sit among the stars.
One?
What is wrong with you?
Only one?
Oh! Benedict, dear.
My! You shall all bear witness to my talent! For how long have you cared about flower arranging?
I'm an open-minded woman. I can care about many things.
You know what, though? I bet that was therapeutic.
Brother! How good of you to... Aww. It is a party.
Aww.
Do you do this every night?
Oh, did you come to admonish me? I only... No, things may seem bleak now, brother. But if I'm learning anything from my art studies, it's that it is almost always a matter of perspective.
Have you seen Francesca?
I have not. Can I ask you a question, Mother?
Anything, dearest.
As you consider suitable matches for Francesca, what do you hope she finds?
Do they usually keep that secret as to who's going to be the next lead, or do they make it like very obvious? The previous season.
Passion, excitement, a love that is thrilling.
But I thought you believed the best foundation for great love was friendship.
Indeed, I do. It is how your father and I began. But it is rare to begin as friends and for both parties to then feel more.
And how did you and father know it was reciprocated?
Because
Colin is starting to see Penn as more friend. He was her.
Well, I hope if
The eyes always give it away, don't they?
I will join the family in the drawing room momentarily.
Anthony.
She's awake.
Mrs. Wilson heard from one of the maids.
I would always saw Penn as her daughter, especially Louise.
Finding someone
Always like
that. Someone you love.
Good to know. Keep the lead secret.
Sorry for everything that happened in the days that followed. If I could go back and change.
I'm sure
you
there's
have
leaks and stuff like
no
that.
idea.
Super hard to keep
wish I could
secrets in
change everything.
Hollywood. Except
Here's what I think
the
about
unfortunate
every
kind.
night before I close my eyes, and then again every morning before
As
I
far as I'll
open.
go into that, but you know what I mean. Season 3 finale hinted at a masquerade ball.
I do not think that I can see her.
I've always been fascinated by masquerade balls, the masks, everything. Always look so cool. Like more fun than any party I've ever been to.
The monster's gone, he's on the run, and your daddy's here.
Would you mind asking whoever is playing downstairs to quieten down so I might hear?
I can try, but is that not in fact?
I must say, all those piano lessons in Bath have reaped their reward. You've gotten rather good.
They hint at it. Gotcha.
May I be excused?
Yeah, ideally it'd be like a promo where they show like the back of somebody and you're just like, oh, it's them. It's those two or whatever.
Yes. Doodling away, I suppose.
I do have so
2026. Nice.
I have my Latin.
Now it's for the better. Now it's for the better.
When you say yeah, I say no. When you say stop, all I wanna do is go, go, go. You, you're the half of me, the half I'll never be, the half that drives me crazy. You, the better half of me, the half I'll always need. We both know we're better in stereo.
It's so weird to see them dressed up, taking selfies and photos with brand new iPhones.
I should like a moment alone.
Of course.
The world's not perfect, but it's not that bad if we
Tyson, come down here and do with your...
I will be your brother and I'll hold your hand.
Is something wrong?
I'll be there for you.
You will stay for a dance. There shall be dancing. A new perspective.
8 siblings, 5 left to do. I'm gonna be in my 30s by the time we get to Tyson. Great. Yeah, probably.
Come down here and do me the honor.
As long as the ratings stay there, you know, and Netflix doesn't pull a Netflix, should be all right. Should be around for quite a few years.
Come, show this dowager the benefit of all these lessons I hear you've been taking, Mr. Bridgerton.
He is much better than me, I will say.
Something lively. Country dance, perhaps. I believe the theme you have chosen tonight is home.
That was a very early Spotify or Siri. Play something. Nice. It is adorable. Imagine having a dance hall in your house. That would be amazing. Hyacinth never had a dance before? Oh. Wow, that is adorable. Music crescendos, all panting. That was lovely.
It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. Like in some more in my veins, my culture banging with strange. I change.
It's about drive. It's about passion.
Turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get
What's up, Amara?
And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you're gonna be with me for the last
Is that gonna work? Yeah, it does work. Yay.
She mocked me incessantly. We're not overlooking the benefit of this tragic leftover cake.
This bitch.
One of my favorite sounds ever. great they have that much chemistry.
They've got the highest so far, they've got 9.
I'm already lost. I could never. You can't join the Discord?
What number was that?
I don't know.
Should work.
That would have been. What's the high score?
We've gotten to 9.
Oh, whoa!
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. That count as a workplace injury? I think that link still works, if I'm not mistaken. Link down below in the YouTube description. It's already there, even though we're live. To throw that original edit some love. Good job, Luke. It was excellent. Let's go ahead and bring up some information. We do have quite a bit on Bridgerton. Oh, the Discord link doesn't work? Interesting. I'll have to look into that. Does it bring up... Huh. That link does work for me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Hopefully somebody can figure it out. But let's go ahead and bring up some information here. Bridgerton Season 3 Part 1 recaps. Episode 1, Out of the Shadows is what it's called. Everyone's back in town, including Colin, who's used another trip abroad to apparently pick up some Regency Riz, and Francesca, the musician, Bridgerton, who's been mostly absent since Season 1. Francesca just wants to play her piano in peace, which is unlikely to happen if her family, the social season. Also worth noting, in the time between seasons, Eloise apparently got a personality transplant. What? That's wild. And is now into fashion and friends with Cressidia Cowper, the Tons resident mean girl. Mama Bridgerton isn't happy with this development, but she's got bigger fish to fry. Queen Charlotte isn't that interested in any of the year's debutantes, despite Lady Whistledown gassing everyone up in her first pamphlet of the season. The only person who isn't excited to see Colin, literally other girls are biting their gloves off to get at him, is Penelope, who remembers the mean stuff he said about her last season. That's right. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Because he is a doofus. Well, I mean, that's not wrong. That comment was pretty harsh. Speaking of the Featheringtons, remember how last season Cousin Jack ran a fake gem racket and stole a bunch of cash? Portia Featherington has passed that cash off as an inheritance from an elderly relative and is pushing her 2 eldest daughters to have babies ASAP, as soon as possible, so that they can get son to inherit the estate. She also basically says, "So glad you'll be with me forever, Penelope," which prompts a makeover montage, my favorite. Pen can handle living under her mom's rules, barely, but not her sister's. Obviously, we're not going to go through all this because, I mean, I would just prefer you watch it. Episode 2, How Bright the Moon. Queen Charlotte isn't scared of Whistledown, and she's not in any rush to pick a diamond either. Why would she be? Her pick from last season, Edwina, is apparently happily married to someone abroad. In my head, reader, it's the prince from season 1. Her plan is to let the girls try to impress her, which I fear will only lead to increased nonsense. Let's see. Episode 4 is when Colin and Penn get engaged. Colin asks her. Eloise went downhill part 1, then was back to being one of the best characters part 2. Well, that's good. Let's skip to episode 4 then. At least hear this person's take on it. Old Friends, episode 4. Sibling comes to call on Penelope, which goes well despite the interference of all the other Featheringtons, who are suddenly much happier to have Penelope in the family due to her boyfriend. Meanwhile, across the street, these ridiculous Bridgerton kids continue to not confide in their mother. She can help you, doofus. Doofus seems to be a favorite word here. Yes, today I'm obviously talking about Colin, who's still too busy pretending he's not interested in anything more than friendship with Penelope, but also honorable mention to Benedict, who's off seducing balloon-obsessed widows. I don't know what balloon-obsessed means, but that's such an interesting sentence. Let's just say Mr. Featherington really worked those hands. I think you get... Gosh. Meanwhile, Lady Danbury is mad at her brother. The Queen is thrilled to finally get some good press from Lady Whistledown at the Bridgerton house. The nearly silent stranger we met last evening has arrived, and we finally get a name. Lord Kilmartin. And he's an earl. Francesca is delighted to sit in silence with this handsome man, but the rest of the family, who were expecting the Marquis, I think Marquis, the Queen picked out to call this morning, are befuddled. Alas, this nice moment is interrupted by the arrival of the aforementioned dashing Marquis, who is universally enjoyed by the Bridgerton family, unfortunately, Francesca herself, I think. Later, Penelope lives every little girl's dream, visiting a giant library. That's not just me, right? Libraries are awesome. They are amazing. All right, let's go ahead and move. Oh my gosh. Meet the future spouses of each Bridgerton sibling. For fans, the fans gave him the nickname Fingerton. It really explained everything. Also to a Pitbull classical cover. Oh my gosh. Meet the future spouses of each Bridgerton sibling. Fair warning, there's a lot of spoilers. Anthony and Kate. Season 2 saw the eldest Bridgerton storyline, which unfolds in the Viscount, who loved me, play out, and needless to say, it was far from simple. Like the novel, Anthony quickly found himself caught in a love triangle with the season's diamond, Edwina Sharma. In the books, her family name is Sheffield. And her older sister, Kate. So Kate is initially none too impressed by the Viscount, or Viscount, I think. I think you said that, Luke. S is silent or something. The pair develop feelings for each other, even as he becomes engaged to Edwina. Benedict Bridgerton and Sophie. Second one, yes, Viscount. Got it. As I was saying it, I'm like, wait a minute. I think the S is silent. Benedict and Sophie. Disney aficionados may recognize the storyline of the third Bridgerton book, Offer from a Gentleman. Boy meets mystery girl at a ball. Girl leaves ball without so much as a trace. Boy falls hopelessly in love and vows to find. Yeah, that sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it? Got to work on the Cressida name. I think that's it. I don't know. I think YouTube has an issue on my tablets being. Let's see. It says it's healthy. Stream is healthy. I have no idea if that's actually true. Of course. Oh, it was you? Okay. Chris Hedda. Oh, dang. I think I'm always going to screw that up, honestly. Let's see here. Such as Benedict Bridgerton's encounter with Sophie Beckett, who shares one stolen dance with the second eldest sibling before running off. Cinderella style. Sophie later becomes the family's housemaid, though her identity remains unbeknownst to Benedict. Naturally, there are some obstacles for the pair to overcome, namely her social class, which prompts him to ask her to be his mistress, which is a request she declines. After her identity is revealed, however, they get a proper happy ending, complete with a wedding and 4 kids. Well, that does sound like quite the happy ending, doesn't it? Moving on, Colin and Penelope. Colin stands get their wish for Colin and Penelope to wind up together. By the 4th book, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, Colin's Colin Bridgerton's wife, is revealed to be none other than his neighbor and friend, Lady Whistledown herself, who has pined after him for all these years. Still, their love story isn't without its hurdles. Yeah, obviously. There's the matter of Penelope's big reveal as Lady Whistledown, for one thing, which is yet to happen at this stage in the books. The fact that Colin has previously declared that he will never marry her, another. Yeah, that's a pretty big one. Oh, the H is silent. Cressida. But slowly over time, the third eldest Bridgerton brother realizes that Penelope is indeed his one and only. The pair share 4 children. Daphne and Simon, of course. We don't have to go over them. I'm sure you've already seen them. Eloise and Sir Philip Kane. While early fans of the series might have expected Eloise to remain single, content with her books as her companion, the sassy middle child of the family storyline is surprising in several ways. Not only does she not end up alone, but she also winds up with a totally different character than the one we see her developing feelings for in season 2. Wow. They made a typo. It's Crane, not Kane. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Philip Kane. Or Crane. Excuse me. Crane. They should hire me instead to write these. Hey, who knows? Maybe they're hiring. Francesca and John Sterling / Michael Sterling. Interesting. So far, we have a limited view of Francesca, who had a minimal role at best in the show's first season. It was practically non-existent in the second due to scheduling conflicts. She'll soon be the focal point of her own story, however, as Book 6, When He Was Wicked, is all about her and the not one, but 2 marriages she embarks on. Hello. First is with the Earl of Kilmartin, with whom she shares 2 happy years of marriage before he dies in his sleep. As Luke said earlier, not mistaken. Tragically, she also loses the baby the couple was... Oh my gosh.
Do it!
Oh, that's right. I read
Just
that.
do it!
Thanks for the follow, Jules. Appreciate it. Michael, who has always held a candle for Francesca, pursues her, and a long, drawn-out love affair ensues between them. In the end, they find happiness together and share 2 children. Gregory, yes, Gregory. The 9 kids. The pair work things out somehow, however, as they go on to wed and have 9, yes, 9. Could you imagine that? I couldn't even imagine that. Hyacinth and Gareth, youngest Bridgerton child, is still an adolescent in the series thus far, but at some point she'll have to grow up. I mean, as we all do, right? Unfortunately. Gosh, if I could go back to the days of not having bills and responsibilities, that'd be amazing. But after meeting Gareth at a ball and agreeing to help him translate an old Italian diary that could hold the key to his revenge, not long before Hyacinth develops an interest in far more than the old volume, the pair will eventually wed and welcome 2 kids together. It's all right for Greg. He doesn't have to give birth 9 times. Indeed, Jace. Indeed. That is a very good point. That is a very good point. Who does Francesca end up with in Bridgerton? What happens in the show and book? Colin isn't the only Bridgerton sibling finding a match this season. This time around, we see Colin fall in love with Penelope. Meanwhile, another Bridgerton sibling makes a match as Francesca marries John. Part 2 of Season 3, which dropped June 13th. 4 days ago. Season opens with Francesca, who is played by Ruby Stokes in the first 2 seasons, making her debut to Queen Charlotte. Who she just doesn't want to be the center of attention. As a result, Francesca's approach finding love is logical. Not excited about it. She's kind of in between Daphne and Eloise in the sense that she's not fighting the system and she's not against getting married. It's not something that she's dreamed about her whole life. She knows it's her time. She knows that she's going to have to go through the emotions and do it. Anna Dodd replaced Ruby Stokes in Season 3. Good to know. Francesca is named the Queen's Sparkler. Trouble emerges as Queen Charlotte's match for Francesca, Lord Samadani, Samadani conflicts with her fondness of the Earl, quiet, reserved gentleman. It also sparks concern from Francesca's mother, Violet, who wants her daughter to find a love match. Isn't that always true? Some outside pressure is just constantly, when are you going to get married? When are you going to have kids? I'm sure most of you have gone through that at some point in your life. Nailed that one? Nice. Every once in a while I hit a name out of the park, but usually it's just slightly off. We're so similar in a way, and I quite like that. We share an interesting bond where we don't have to say too much, but we connect. That's between John and Francesca's relationship. Lord Kilmartin, he had the music we heard earlier this week rearranged exactly as I imagined it. Tells her mother, blushing. The two get engaged in part 2 and marry in episode 8. When they share their first kiss at the wedding ceremony, Francesca looks disappointed. Oh, no. Ooh, that's not good. What happens in the Bridgerton book about Francesca? While viewers are getting a taste of Francesca's love story in season 3, the third Bridgerton daughter doesn't take center stage until book 6 in Julia Quinn's series. God says the first thing she did when she was cast in season 3 at Bridgerton was read when he was wicked. It definitely went into my character development with Francesca because she's not really present in the other books. That was all I really had to work off of. So the book opens with Francesca and John in love and married, living in Scotland as the Earl and Countess. The couple also maintains a close friendship with John's cousin, Michael, character who is seemingly adapted for the show as Michaela, setting the stage for Francesca to have one of the show's first queer romances. The book is told from Michael and Francesca's perspectives. Readers quickly learn that Michael fell in love with Francesca at sight. Only they met just hours before her wedding to John. The story was so good, but there was some negativity for the show regarding pointless scenes after more of the lead. Also, they gender swapped Michael to Michaela, who was part of the fan fave book. Oh. Well, I mean, if you're going to change that, obviously you're going to get some pushback, especially if people really enjoyed the book and they're a big fan. It's not surprising. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Showrunners want to take it one way, and maybe people will get over it. They deleted Poland's scenes. Oh boy. When it's their season? Oh boy. Well, you know what? You can't please everybody, right? Can't please. All right, you did, Luke, you did mention something. These images. Let me go ahead and bring this. So these were fan made. Since Benedict is 90% likely to lead season 4, it should make sense. He's the masquerade ball for season 4, which happens in Benedict and Sophie's book. These are based on the events from the book An Offer from a Gentleman, Benedict and Sophie's love story. Go ahead and bring these up. Episode 1, Season 4, The Lady in Silver. Tonight I am transformed. Tomorrow I shall appear. Episode 2, Season 4. Peter, Benedict, I have a cottage not far away. Heyo. Heyo. Episode 3, Season 4, An Offer from a Gentleman. So pretty like storybook fairy. Sometimes I think you couldn't possibly be real. Episode 4, Season 4, A New Lady's Maid. Benedict, your book is upside down. Sophie gasping, it is not. Episode 5, Season 4, Hiding. Francesca, did you say something, Sophie? Episode 6, Season 4, Lapse in Judgment. Find someone to marry. Find someone acceptable who will make you happy, and then leave me alone. Ooh. These are lines from the book, if I recall. Kind of makes sense, yeah. Episode 7, Season 4, Skeletons in the Cupboard. Violet, is that all you have? Sophie sobs, everything in the world. Episode 8, Hello. Season 4, The Reason. You are the reason I exist, the very reason I was born. Oh. Ooh. It's a good line. Gives a little feel what their story could feel like since we have to wait 2 years. Oh my gosh, that's right. 2026. That seems so far away. Ironically, Benedict doesn't find Sophie again after 2 years of searching. That is ironic. Left unprotected and penniless, Sophie takes a risk and sneaks into the Bridgerton masquerade, disguised as a society lady. Sophie is saved from an unfortunate fate by the person she least expects. Sophie ponders an offer that could alter the course of her life. Benedict wrestles with complicated feelings. Eloise and Francesca meet their new lady's maid. Violet grows suspicious. Benedict and Sophie try to resist the growing attraction between them. Sophie stumbles with a figure of her past. Sophie and Benedict deal with the aftermath of emotions after giving in to their desires. Heyo! Episode 6 sounds pretty interesting. Skeletons in the cupboard. As secrets come to light, Benedict struggles with betrayal. Hello. Sophie confides in Violet. Episode 8. When the past catches up to her, Sophie finds herself in an unthinkable situation. Benedict is on a mission. I remember from those. Could be interesting there. Episode 8. The unfortunate fate is Sophie about to be, oh boy, forced upon by 3 men. Benedict saves her. Made me fall in love with him since I read that scene. 1800s sometime. He had morals, indeed. Well, that's good. That's good that he broke that up. Good grief. Gotta watch these words. All right. That was lovely. That was an excellent compilation of TikToks from season 3, part 1, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and jump into the next video. It is entitled Wilhelm and Simon and Marcus, The Way I Loved You. This is from Young Royals, season 2. Let me go ahead and pull this up so I can do the timestamps later. But let's go ahead and go. This does have some subtitles. I've already pre-recorded it, basically. So the subtitles are there. Oh, it would be helpful if I showed the video. There we go.
Titta inte på honom överhuvudtaget. Alltså om jag var du, då hade jag raderat allt. Ta bort alla bilder, blocka hans nummer, skaffa ett rebound.
Vad ska jag hålla på Marcus då?
Varför inte?
Keep an eye on that YouTube stream.
Hejdå. Jag trodde inte att gå på bar var en grej. Vad som helst för dig. Glad att du dricker.
That makes sense.
Det enda jag verkligen älskar och som jag är bra på att ta dem ifrån mig. De vill inte att du ska associeras med mig. Som vanligt.
You don't like Marcus?
Jag gillar det.
Bra. Hej Marcus.
Är det hit du brukar tala dina dejter där? Ja,
Oh, gotcha. So him and Simon.
heter de?
Here
Fille. Fälle. Vad många namn?
Oh wow.
Jag förstår inte varför jag inte kan bli kär i honom.
Reddit fans do have very strong opinions, usually. But this one seems to be overwhelming, as you put it.
Men det räcker inte, eller? Inte jämfört med en prins i alla fall. Det här handlar inte om det.
I don't know. Do we have any Marcus stands in the chat?
Jag har inte hämtat någon av det.
I'm kidding. Slater, he's not as good as he seems. Gaslight Simon a lot. What's up, Megan? How's it going, Jules? Can't stand Marcus. All right. Seems to be the overall take. Pro Gaslighter.
Jag fattar inte hur du bara inte kan bry dig. Vadå inte bry mig?
So it appears that Simon and Marcus had a fling. Whether that was during some issues with Wilhelm trying to come to grips with what he should do, maybe? I'm not exactly sure as to the timeline there, but link down below in the YouTube description for the original edit. Go throw it some love. I think we're still live on YouTube. Shockingly. I thought the song was going to do it. I don't know. We're hanging in there. Let's go ahead and bring up some information on Young Royals. Obviously, there's a lot of takes on Simon broke up with Willie at the end of season 1. Marcus was beginning of season 2. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Wilhelm and Simon had broken up, and Simon tried to move on with Mark. Gotcha. You know, I kind of understand the hate now. I definitely understand the hate. But let's go ahead and bring up some information on season 2 specifically. Oh, I have to hide the video. Boy, it's like doing it for the first time here. So there's only a couple reviews of season 2 specifically on Rotten Tomatoes. And I know Rotten Tomatoes, yes, very biased and all that stuff. But Joel from Decider says there's certainly something deeper behind all the teen drinking and messing around, is what I'll say. The hate is because he wasn't a nice character. He gaslit Simon when he tried to end it nicely. Oh boy. I thought if my Bridgerton video didn't remove the stream, we should all be fine. Yeah, I think so. I think we're good. Amara, happy that you were able to do the link for the Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't. It is totally free, and it is tons of conversations going on about things you probably enjoy. If you have something you want to request a channel for, please do so. Happy to do it. In that regard, Young Royals Season 2 feels too short, but when it scales down and focuses only on how the real-world limitations of tradition affect two young teens just trying to be themselves, the show shines. Here's hoping that if the series gets picked up for a 3rd season, the queer romances are put back in the spotlight and given opportunities to thrive. There's a compelling quality to Lisa's show. The melding of the actor authenticity alongside a confident penning of teens makes Young Royals an irresistibly addictive drama in a busy genre. A recap of Young Royals Season 2, in case you need a refresher. Get ready because Season 3 is about to drop on March 11th. Assuming that was already occurred. Simon wanted a rebound, and Marcus tried to gaslight Simon into thinking he wanted a relationship. Oh, gosh. Oy, that is ugly. That is absolutely ugly. Season 2 opened with the aftermath of Wilhelm denying that it was him in the intimate video with Simon. Probably why they were broken up. Heartache and a thirst for vengeance fueled Wilhelm's quest to earn back Simon's trust and take revenge on his cousin August. What prompted August to do that? I guess he was just jealous that he wasn't the crown prince or something. That is so weird. The mastermind behind the video leak. But then again, I guess, you know, power, royalty, that kind of stuff kind of corrupts people in a way. If you're not, you know, well adjusted, maybe. Meanwhile, Simon tried his best to steer clear of royal dramas. I'm not surprised. And the video scandal's fallout, he attempted to move on from Wilhelm by accepting romantic advances from Marcus, who apparently is absolutely hated. Wilhelm's villain era is beautiful. Good to know. Who offered Simon a much-needed respite from Wilhelm's world of royal pressures, but as fate would have it, the heart wants what it wants. Simon and Wilhelm found their way back to each other with a swoon-worthy kiss at the Valentine's Ball in episode 4. Plot thickened when Wilhelm told Simon that it was August who leaked the video. With justice on his mind, Simon was all set to take his case to the police. However, Sarah, now cozied up with August, tipped him off about Simon's plan. Keep Simon's lips sealed, August whipped up a devious plan involving drug charges. Oh my gosh. And a fall guy for the video leak. Simon and Wilhelm pressured August to find out who told him about Simon's plan, leading to Sarah's bombshell confession. She knew all along it was August who leaked the video. Dang. We stand villain arcs indeed. What was that villain arc of mine? We were watching, oh gosh. We were watching Umbrella Academy. And I was trying to decide which power I wanted. I wanted the power basically to, it was very easily corruptible. Allison's rumor power? Yes. Yes. I think I could do it. I think I could, which could definitely be my downfall. Simon tried to end things with Marcus, and Marcus proceeded to bring up Simon's alcoholic father and shutting down the... Oh my gosh. Good grief. Talk about using somebody's past and life against them. Sarah is Simon's sister, so the portrayal was really bad to Simon. Good grief. That's brutal. But in a twist no one saw coming, Sarah, plagued by guilt, decided to act against August by reporting his crime to the police, unaware that Simon had decided to let things hide. Season built to a crescendo with Wilhelm's speech at Halerska, where he opened up to part of his part in the video scandal, championing the end of secrets. Wilhelm and Simon exchanged a smile. That was the smile at the end of that video that we saw, knowing that they would no longer have to keep their love a... That is... Boy, that... Oh my gosh. The, What's going on, Belle? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome in. Good grief. I'm scrolling up because that's crazy. Marcus proceeded to bring up Simon's alcoholic father and shutting down the break. Good God. That is brutal. Brutal. Where she got angry and became a villain with her power in season 3? Right. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely brutal. Marcus and Young Royal season 2. Is he a villain or a victim? Oh boy. Here we go. Towing the line. We're gonna walk that tightrope together. Young Royal season 2 is here, folks, and we have all the feeling. Wilhelm returns to Halerska after winter break, carrying the weight of his feelings for Simon with him as the episode opens. No resolution for the two has been found. Enter Marcus, apparently a fan favorite. Kidding. The writers of this show clearly aren't here to play, and viewers are introduced to Marcus in Young Royal Season 2 relatively quickly. Blatantly obvious that Marcus is here to tempt the lovely Simon and provide an option for him that doesn't include the monarchy or Prince Wilhelm. If you haven't watched the entirety of Young Royal Season 2, we suggest you boot scoot away. Boot scoot boogie right away. And take care of that before finishing the article. Marcus is likely to incite many feelings among viewers as they watch this season, most of them not good. However, when placed under a microscope, it's undeniable that his character was utterly necessary for the story to move in the direction that it did. Excuse me. So like him or hate him, Marcus is an integral part of the show. Boy, I'd love to hear the reaction of the Reddit posts with that line. That'd be an interesting response. I'm just assuming. Folks are likely to dislike him. According to Jace, that is very accurate, and everybody in chat. For the simple fact that he serves as a love interest for Simon. However, when one really looks at his character, this is somebody who's like really trying to find the positive here. And, you know, we need those people. It's certainly cool. However, when one really looks at his character as the show unfolds, a question comes to mind. Is Marcus and Young Rose a villain or a victim of Wilhelm's shenanigans? What? Come on now. Come on now. Well, thank you. That's very nice of you. I'm proud of you too. Proud of you too. Come with us as we unpack this character's journey. I haven't seen the show either, so we're the same there. Very interesting edit though. The moment Marcus came into view on screen, we knew he was there for Simon, to steal Simon from Wilhelm. Visceral response this knowledge sparked inside us was undeniable. However, he isn't all bad. And arguably he is even necessary for Wilhelm to be able to Simon. Wilhelm. I don't know. I'm trying to say it right. To be able to move past these issues, there are several moments throughout the season where fans should be grateful. Grateful that Marcus exists. Yes, we're Team Wilhelm, but Marcus was good for Simon in a very nuanced way. For a while, he was good to Simon, here and there as well. Here are the highlights of Marcus's character in the second season. Right, exactly. He went after Simon knowing in the last 2 weeks his fooling around tape leaked and broke up with his boyfriend. What's funny is I'm reading this article and it's very like silver lining, trying to find the positive in Marcus, but also I'm reading some context here in chat and it's just like brutal. Absolutely brutal. When Simon approaches Marcus to tell him that he isn't ready for a relationship, the conversation that plays out in the scene ends up being rather problematic. Because of this, we're also including this moment in the following not so good section as well. However, despite the fact that not all the words uttered by Marcus during this scene are genuine and without ill intent, when he tells Simon that there's no need to rush and that they can take things as slowly as Simon needs, there doesn't seem to be an air of pure intent here. This article gatekeeps context in every show, I notice. Yeah. Some people can't see the gaslighting. You can't unless you've been gaslit like it. That's a good point. What's up, Chelsea? How's it going? Should one day react to the Bridgerton cast singing? That's a good point. Most of the casts have phenomenal voices. Interesting. Luke, do we agree? Does most of the cast have good voices? I go to Luke because Luke does so many Bridgerton videos. Also, this person is trying so hard to play devil's advocate. Indeed, they are. Indeed, they are. This is important because during this exchange, Marcus demonstrates that he seems to understand that Simon is a walking hot mess. So he scores some points with our team here. Simon doesn't feel like Wilhelm is listening to him, and he doesn't feel like Wilhelm can support him in the relationship the way he needs. You know what? That's actually sounds right. Because of the royal thing. The royalty always comes first, and I'm assuming that's what always happens with royalty or anywhere around royalty, is that thing, your duty comes first. So everyone else kind of takes a back seat. But I assume the best way to do it is when you're out of the public eye, you don't make it the first thing on your mind. So it's important that Simon knows if he decides to move on from Wilhelm, someone else can honor Simon in that way, saying they don't have to rush, that they can take their time, as Marcus communicating that he hears Simon loud and clear. I'll wait for you, quote. In this same conversation, Marcus tells Simon that he will wait for him to be ready. The importance of this moment is huge when Marcus says these words to Simon. The pain and guilt Simon harbors over his part in the breakdown of his relationship with Wilhelm are never more apparent on Simon's face than they are here. Right. before this scene takes place, right before it, Wilhelm tells Simon that they would only need to keep their relationship a secret for 2 more years, then they could be together in public, or however they wish. Simon is so not okay with this proposition and makes it clear to Wilhelm that being asked to wait, be kept a secret, is not something that Simon is willing to do. You have hit 90 on Discord? Well, thanks for the heads up on that, Rocco Kitty. And welcome to the live stream. That's awesome. We've hit 90. Cool. Obviously, I can't check it right now, but that's awesome. 89 in one bot. I think the reason some might think Marcus is a victim is every time Willie upsets Simon, Simon runs to Marcus, which makes sense, right? Like Wilhelm making out with his best friend Felice and that getting found out. Ooh, boy. So it's kind of like the... so Marcus is very much like the side piece that Simon runs to whenever Wilhelm does something wrong, I'm assuming. Ay. The fact that Marcus, someone Simon just met, is willing to wait for the kid to get himself together seems to impact Simon deeply. If Marcus can wait for Simon, why can't Simon do the same for the one person he loves more than anyone in the world? The emotional gymnastics of this entire scene is overwhelming. Although Simon doesn't really internalize the weight of Marcus's words at that moment, we do feel that this conversation eventually played a crucial role in Simon finally deciding that he could be Wilhelm's secret if it was utterly necessary. We don't fault him for that one bit. There are a lot of things that contribute to Simon deciding to concede to Wilhelm so they can be together, but this moment clearly plays a role in the whole ordeal. He calls Simon out on his BS. Although Marcus says some really hurtful words to Simon in their official breakup scene, he also says some pertinent things that Simon definitely needs to hear. He tells Simon in no uncertain terms that one of the kid's biggest shortcomings is that he sees himself as a victim among all the rich kids. He is right. Simon does see himself this way. As long as Simon is walking around with this attitude, he's never going to be able to understand or empathize with Wilhelm's situation. If Simon is always the victim, then what is Wilhelm? Ooh. Him and Wilhelm weren't together, but Wilhelm made it known he wanted to get back together, but it still had to be a secret, and that was too hurtful to Simon because Marcus was being public with liking him. Oh gosh, that is such a terrible situation. When Simon and Wilhelm's relationship was public, Marcus went to the media and told them that their Simon and Wilhelm relationship is messy. Nothing worse than a lover scorned. You're going to react to Smosh soon. What's up, DeRosha? Maybe. I can't remember if there's one on the list off the top of my head. But I'm assuming there's going to be more Smosh content eventually. Let's see. Until Simon is able to see past his own nose and lose the victim mentality, any relationship between these boys is impossible. Yeah, this is very makes Simon realize he can't move on. Well, I guess that's good. It sounds like Marcus is the much needed foil in season 2. To kind of like get in there, make it messy, show Simon that there's other possibilities, but ultimately it just leads Simon to go, you know what? I don't need it. I'm going back to Wilhelm. That's kind of my take. My interpretation. There is Smosh videos in request for June. Well, there you go. There will be more Smosh content. Anyone watching Simon could tell he was just killing time with Marcus. He was not interested at all. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Very much a rebound thread. Here's the part that makes us hate Marcus. By us, I mean me and Todd, who hasn't watched the show. Yeah. Honestly, I can kind of get it based on just what everybody's been saying in chat. It's just been... Marcus was very much there as like a easy foil. Kind of like a mirror being held up to Simon in a way. Manipulative master. Here we go. Does it look like Marcus genuinely cares about Simon and wants a relationship with him? Yes, it does. However, that doesn't mean that his methods of obtaining his goal are bathed in good intentions. Marcus is well aware of the drama that unfolded between Simon and his love. Marcus is also aware of the fact that the breakup between Wilhelm, if we can even call it that, happened very recently. Feelings were likely to be lingering, and hurt wounds were still open and fresh. Marcus is incredibly targeted and selective in the language that he uses with Simon in order to persuade Simon to do what Marcus wants. He uses the fact that Simon is hurt, vulnerable, to sway Simon in his direction. We call that manipulation. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's brutal. The fact that he knows everything, he can literally use it against him. Manipulative, perfect for him. Yeah, adds up, said sarcastically. Yeah, indeed. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Shout out to YouTube chat, hanging out. Appreciate it. This is the first time I've ever been live on YouTube. Main channel. It's been interesting. We're still live. I'm shocked. I am very shocked. But hey, maybe this is going to work long term. Not exactly sure. Simon says he doesn't want a relationship, and Marcus is like, I'll wait, but while I wait, we're going to be in a relationship. God. Marcus is just trying to like weasel his way in. Just real quick. What? It's not a relationship. It is a relationship. Marcus is incredibly targeted and selective in the language that he uses with Simon. Ay, ay, ay. This is what Marcus should have done. He should have just walked away when he realized how emotionally unavailable Simon really was. Indeed. Not just to waste, Simon's time, but it's a waste of his own time. It is this part of Marcus's personality that resulted in us hissing at the television whenever he was on screen. Well, there you go. Finally, an admittance. Yeah, now we kind of get the gaslighting part of it. Marcus needs therapy or a mirror or both. And he needs to not waste his time. Seeing that's one thing that, is very obvious to me. If someone is not interested or, emotionally unavailable, you're literally wasting your own time. It is crazy. Marcus needs a reality check. Indeed. Simon tells him to back off and he doesn't. Simon is a people pleaser, so he couldn't tell him to kick rocks. Yeah, I'm very much a proponent of don't waste your own time. Life is short. We only get so many, opportunities for love, so don't waste your time. Marcus is out there wasting time. Let's go ahead and hop in. Simon is too good for this world, and especially Marcus. Indeed. Indeed, he is. Let's go ahead and hop into the third video of the day. Remember, we do 5 usually. Obviously, as more people join toddreacts.com and request more videos, it might increase to, 6, 7, 8 videos a stream. So be on the lookout for that. If you want to request your own videos, go ahead and head over to toddreacts.com. You can do so. Schitt's Creek moments that make me cackle. All right, time for some comedy after some manipulativeness. Let's shift gears. We're very known here for shifting gears and very quickly. So
I'd like to check in, please.
Oh my God, where did you come from?
Imagine if we get 100 Discord members tonight. That is possible.
Yes.
Join the Discord.
Sorry, which one?
I don't care.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I was just asking.
And I'm very much looking forward to the moment when that stops.
Well.
Enjoy your stay.
Hey, no cutting.
Excuse me, this is my store. Who are you?
I'm Darlene's cousin. Who the fuck are you?
My God.
Oh, David. Could be worse. You guys could be a total power failure.
Eat glass.
Where are you two from?
I've been
wondering that myself.
I'm from London. I was one of 2 identical twins. Tragically, I was snatched from my crib at birth by Russian mobsters. They looked at...
John, I had a towel, and now it's disappeared.
There's a towel on the back of the door.
No, that one has dirt on it.
That's not dirt. I used it to kill a bug.
Or perhaps we might have to take our business to a dealership that sells brand new cars.
As you can see, we can't even afford our meds right now.
Well, that's not what we
I absolutely love Eugene
Well, what did
Levy
you
as
pay
an
for
actor.
it?
6,000 quid, love.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Moira. With Alexis, you could have done a better job looking out for her.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm not a condom.
I did. The knock-knock is him taking the note.
Well, you might want to invest in a lock then.
Knock-knock!
Holy fuck.
They've stripped the playhouse of my name? Who the fuck is Lucy Albion?
You know, honey, a little pampering might not be a bad idea. Could alleviate some of that weight you're carrying around.
So now I'm fat and stressed.
What?
My bag! It's gone!
What bag?
My brown bag!
What brown bag? You had a room full of brown bags back home. Which brown bag?
Crocodile bag, the one my mother gave me!
Well, it's in the closet next to my briefcase.
That's an ostrich bag. Go find a towel now, please, or I will strip out of this robe and I will air dry in the street.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go home.
No, I didn't say I didn't want them. Thank you.
Oh, yay, David. Yay. Ouch, David. Ouch, David. Dad.
Rich people problems, indeed.
You're such a dick, David.
Ken? Just when I thought it was impossible to find a 30-something named Ken.
Oh, I think he looked younger than 30.
Fuck off, Alexis.
We all have to go, David, unless you have some special
That one person that always has to correct you.
It's my birthday.
Okay, good.
Oh, no, not now. Help! Alexis! No, this is not.
Oh my gosh.
This is not how I go. Somebody help!
I hate those doors. What are those called?
Speaking of which, David,
Like
I
panel
need you to come
doors.
and look at the apartment with me.
Okay, why would I do
Me
that?
correcting you with names when
Anyway,
we watch
it was really
Bridgerton.
cool of you to do
Oh,
it,
that's
Valentine,
welcome.
not just
That's
because,
welcome.
We get to have a little sleepover because of it. So to say thank.
He'll be fine. If he gets cranky, give him some applesauce.
Those are $10 a jar.
Okay.
Damn it. No, I will not accept that.
For what it's worth, I am having a great time.
You're like a tsetse fly? Where's your cell phone boyfriend?
On my cell phone.
What landed on?
Ted, that's not okay.
Come here, big guy.
Oh my fucking god.
Or Patrick and me.
We're done with you.
I don't know the context of that.
I have a feeling if you want peonies, Moira, you're gonna have to plant them yourself.
These are dark times, John. Not that dark. Sadly, and most of the time,
Laughing with
we
no
have no
smile.
interest in what's going on with you.
We have no idea what's, because she means no idea.
You're wearing a wedding dress to my wedding.
This is
Ted
not
was
a
drunk and
wedding
they were
dress.
playing
It's a
Spin the
white
Bottle. It landed on
floor-length
David.
gown. It's very
Just for
different.
the
Did it come with a
context there.
veil?
No, it came with a headdress.
What?
Link down below in the YouTube description for the original edit. Go throw it some love. Also, check out their videos, their other videos. You might enjoy more of the content they create. Oh, I always include the links and say that because who knows? Maybe you enjoy. Yeah, that was a great face.
I'd like to check in, please.
Oh my God, where did
Dang
you
it.
come from?
I was going to try to go back to it. Ah, that's too bad. That was a great face, though. Schitt's Creek. It seems like a really great show. I haven't really checked it out, obviously. But very funny. Very, very funny. Eugene Levy is just a comedic genius. Obviously, most people recognize him from the American Pie series, movie series. He was also in a movie with John Candy. It was super amazing. It was very funny. They played security guards. Can't remember the name. Let me see if I can look it up. See, Eugene. Armed and Dangerous is the name of it. It's a 1986 film. A police officer who was wrongly dismissed from his job, Frank Dooley, John Candy, finds work as a security guard alongside with Norman, Eugene Levy, an inept lawyer. Unfortunately, the company that employs Frank and Norman is involved in some shady dealings, and it's up to the bumbling guards to foil the plans of the corrupt leader. It is such an interesting movie. Oh my God, it got absolutely panned. Like, really panned. 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, 17% on Metacritic. But what's the fan score? 40%. Okay, so maybe not amazing scores, but I enjoyed it. It's very much one of those classic John Candy movies. I guess people didn't enjoy it as much as I did. Whatever. To each their own, as I always say. Take ratings with the same, grain of salt. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I always bring up that, Gigli or whatever. It's always rated like the worst movie ever. I've seen it. It's not the worst movie. There are some moments in it where you're just like, oh, that's kind of nice. Now, is it as a whole the worst movie ever? No, but it is pretty bad. It is definitely bad. Rotten Tomatoes critics are on drugs most of the time. Indeed they are. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Schitt's Creek, created by Dan Levy and his father, Eugene. After their business manager embezzles the family business, Rose Video, the family loses its fortune and relocates to Schitt's Creek, a town they once purchased as a joke. Now living in a motel, Johnny and Moira, along with their adult offspring, David and Alexis, must adjust to life without. I just kind of read that because we've already read that before, but I just wanted to refresh everybody's mind. They're normally on one level. Mostly it's so woke and mostly haven't watched the thing they're reviewing. Honestly, that's probably most of the case because I think I actually read, I forget what show it was, but the critics had only watched the first episode and then put a review out. Like, what? How are you watching one episode of a show and then reviewing it as a whole? That makes no sense. That was unbelievable to me. I don't think I'll ever forget that. 32 ridiculous Schitt's Creek moments that made us laugh from start to finish. There are two types of people in the world, people who love Schitt's Creek and people who haven't watched it yet. In honor of the series' history-making Emmy wins, we've rounded up the best moments from all 6 seasons for you to enjoy. When Alexis performed the iconic theme song to her critically reviewed limited reality series, A Little Bit Alexis. I'm a little bit single even when I'm not. The lyrics are a masterpiece in songwriting. The time Ronnie invited town council candidate Moira to lock down a, quote, key demographic at a party she was hosting, which Moira mistakenly took to mean the lesbian community. Equality, freedom, marriage. These are the rights of every community, and even more specifically, the business community. You did not choose this life. No, each one of you was born to be an entrepreneur. Oh my gosh. When David left Stevie alone in the car, so she came looking for him and found him in the middle of an impromptu trial shift at the blouse barn. What about this? I have my sister's communion this weekend. This is also going to be a smash in my husband's trial hearing. God. David asked Stevie to show interest in an item to make him look good, but Stevie was not in the mood. When Moira delivered this iconic line, "Where is BB's chamber?" What? The time that Alexis pretended to be super chic fake lawyer Angelica Bloomfield of Rose, Bloomfield, and Glickman. You're so cute. I'm not a lawyer, but I am glad my fashion pony is working. BB is baby. Got it. You claim you need to get Angelica onto the case. Claim the time that Moira put on an outrageous Cockney accent to convince a car dealer, which we literally saw in that video, that she was tragically impoverished. I was snatched from my crib at birth by Russian mobsters. When Johnny's sweet gesture of dedicating a rose garden to Moira didn't go quite as smoothly as he'd hoped. The Moira's Roses Garden. So the garden is dedicated to a rose that Moira owns? It hurt because I'm Cockney, not Cockney at all. Yikes. 4856 are the last 4 digits of Johnny's credit card. I'm dead. I'm dead. That's terrible. Oh my gosh. Now that's funny. That is very funny. Probably ordered it over the phone. Oh gosh. When Johnny's Christmas tree reveal was a bit more drab than fab. Oh boy. Yeah, that's You know what? That's a good tree for an apartment. Good tree for an apartment. When David got super drunk waiting around for Stevie in a hotel bar and ended up singing a ton of karaoke songs with a random woman named Tammy. 2 more please drinks. An intoxicated Ted did the perfect Alexis impersonation. When David walked in on his parents sharing an intimate moment in the bedroom. David, what you saw was your mother and me having an intimate moment, and I refuse to feel guilty about being in bed with my wife. Literally anytime that Alexis has mentioned her past dating life, Diplo still sends me nudes. Moira saved Johnny's ass at Carl's funeral by spontaneously bursting into song as his eulogy was beginning to fall apart. Oh, Danny boy. Oh my gosh. She didn't break out the Danny boy. Oh no. To be fair, that's a beautiful song, and that would actually go over quite well at a eulogy, I think. And Stevie tried to distract David from his heartbreak, but they ended up having to pretend that they were honeymooners. Not quite the time you want to celebrate love. When Moira opened Jocelyn and Roland's baby scan picture, who put a picture of a ghost on my desk? That's the sonogram of our baby. When Moira auditioned for the Jazzagals and forgot her lyrics, so she improvised with some top-tier scat. And then when she was joined in on Twyla and Jocelyn's rehearsal of Islands in the Stream, oh God. Unsolicited. It's completely different language. Oh no. That look back like, what? Oh my gosh. Let's not go through all 32, but I think you get the picture. Let's go ahead and jump into the next video. Schitt's Creek seems very funny. Obviously, if it has Eugene in it, I think it's probably very funny. It's tough to describe his humor. It's very outrageous. Probably a good way to describe it. Like ordinary situations that are just pretty much outrageous, or the character moments that are outrageous, usually in dialogue moments. The next video is Dandelions from the show Bed Friend. I have never heard of this show. Apparently this is season 1, episode 10 music video. I can't remember if I recorded this one or not, but let's go ahead and check it out. BL indeed.
มันเป็นคนเจ้าฉุดหน้าหม้อ
Go ahead and get rid of that info window.
ทั้งที่รู้ว่าผมไม่ชอบหน้าแต่ก็ยังตามมากวนกันทุกที่
เชื่อกูวะเนี่ยยังไงมึงกับกูเป็นเพื่อนเจดนะสนิทกันไว้ก็ดีกว่าปะเชื่อกูวะเนี่ยต้องทำยังไงอ่ะถึงจะถูกใจมึง
Another enemy somewhere.
ไม่ต้องทำ
Dreamed of nobody like you, and I've heard of a love that comes once in a lifetime, and I'm pretty sure that you are that love of mine, 'cause I'm in a field of dandelions, wishing on everyone that you would be mine.
กูไม่อยากอยู่คนเดียวกอดกูจนกว่าจะเช้ามึงไม่โอเคที่ไงกับกูก็กูกับมึงไปเถอะทำเหมือนไม่มีอะไรเกิดขึ้นอ่ะเขาเป็นกูใช่ไหมมึงเลยเป็นแบบเนี้ยมองแล้วมองเพื่อนร่วมงานไม่ได้หรอกวนตีนนายทำไมอ่ะเราไม่เอาไปทำไมด่ากูในใจอีกแล้วดิด่ากูอีกแล้วว่าถ้ามึงเป็นคนอื่นกูบอกชวนเป็น เคยเป็นสิทธิ์ไปแล้วมึงไม่เหรอมึงอยู่กูเจอคนที่อยากคุยกูอยากพบด้วยเราต้องจบความสัมพันธ์ในทันที
got it
มึงให้กูก่อน
More Jamandi guys
นวดไหล
Alright, so very much a friends with benefits situation down here.
มึงไม่เคยจริงจังกับใคร
ไหนอะแฟนมึง
นี่ใครวะกูแฟนเอื้อคือเป็นสิ่งดีในชีวิตกูเห็นมันหยดเอื้ออีกนะจบให้มึงแน่กูจะปล่อยแม่งที่แรงกว่านี้
Ned is the captain of Cinema.
ตอนที่ไม่ดีในชีวิตมึงเยอะปะเนี่ย
I'm noticing there's a lot of talk about, when you eventually find somebody, but really it's just like, I hope that person doesn't find anybody. Wow. The views are incredible. Scenery and everything.
พยายามว่าเจ็ดโอ้ยใกล้เสร็จแล้ว
Maybe it's the way you say my name. Maybe it's the way you play
stealing some touches here and there.
นี่มึงยังไม่ได้บอกแม่เมย์หรอว่ามีคนที่ดูอยู่อ่ะมึงอยากให้กูไปไหมอ่ะ
The show won Best Series and Award Show last week.
ว่าแต่ดื่มคนเดียว2 แก้วเลยเหรอครับเนี่ยเขาผมเองครับให้กูช่วยหาคนดีๆให้ไหมมึงเบื่อมึงด่ากูเพื่อแม่งผมกินด้วยไม่ได้เหรอคงไม่ได้หรอครับ
Interesting. So they always talk about, Ned is the dark hair, James is the red hair. I appreciate that clarification. Ned definitely seems like the pursuer. It's funny because they talk about, when you find somebody else or whatever. They're constantly batting people away.
กูเข้าใจไม่จำเป็นต้องทำแบบนี้ก็ได้มั้ง
Ooh. Spent most of the show asking how much drama is too much drama.
I've never felt so alive and free.
มึงโกรธกูเหรอ
When you're looking at me,
เดี๋ยวดิเอื้อ
I've never felt so high.
แต่ที่กูทำทุกอย่างอะก็เพราะว่ากูเป็นห่วงมึงนะงั้นกูอย่าเป็นห่วงกูเลยดีกว่าคิงกูผิดเองอะที่เป็นห่วงมึงอะ
And I'm pretty sure that you are that love of mine.
ไอ้เรื่อยเลยมันเราออกแล้วอะพอจะมีห้องพักว่างบ้างไหมครับกูไม่โกรธมึงนะกูแค่ห่วงแล้วก็หึงด้วย
Yeah, possessive is a good word. That's definitely what I'm
กูชอบ
seeing.
มึงนะมึงเองก็รู้สึกเหมือนกูใช่ไหมกูรู้สึกแล้วยังไงอะสุดท้ายมึงก็แต่งงานอยู่ดีปะพวกเราจะไม่แต่งงานกันแต่มึงจำที่กูพูดได้ไหมแต่ถ้ากูจริงจังใครที่มาขอหยุดเพื่อเขาได้นะเว้ยกับมึงกูจริงจังนะกูจะพิสูจน์ให้มึงเห็นเองว่ากูชอบมึงมึงยังไม่พร้อมอ่ะกูรอได้จูบได้ไหมไม่กอดไม่จำหลับไม่อนุญาตก็ห้ามจับ มึงจะมีความสุขนะครับ กูอยากจะบอกให้มึงรู้ไว้ว่ากูอยู่ข้างๆมึงถ้าเหลือกูอะไม่ต้องถึงตลอดได้นะ
ชอบกันด้วยนะครับ มีแฟนแล้วครับแฟนมึงอะคนไหนกูอยู่กับใครก็คนนั้นแหละเอากระเป๋ามาดิตรงนี้มีแค่กูอะเอาใจกูไปแทนได้ปะงั้นแปลว่าปิดไฟดิมึงไม่จริงเหรอไม่ใช่นะถ้ามึงอยู่กูนอนได้
Boy, the progression is unbelievable. Whoa. Whoa. That just elevated like 8 times. Like, whoa. Oh my gosh. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. That was a beautiful edit. It accelerated quickly at the end there. Really fast, actually. Wow. That was a heck of a journey for the both of them, honestly. It just seemed like that constant pushing away, but not really pushing away. Where they kept saying, you know, as soon as we find somebody else, you know, we have to stop doing this. But as soon as somebody else came in the picture, they just immediately batted them away. So very much like, I guess kind of a denial. Doesn't trust anyone. Yeah. Very much like a denial of feelings, I guess. Until it eventually became, you know, eventually they just gave up and they said, all right, I'm in this. Are you in this? We're in this together. Let's do it. To go all the way from where that started, friends with benefits, to all the way like engaged, that's unbelievable. Wow. That was a really powerful story. Because usually, you know, friends with benefits doesn't end up well because you go into it probably like, we're not catching feelings. This is just physical, blah, blah, blah. Somebody eventually catches feelings, or maybe they started with feelings and they try to suppress it. And it usually ends pretty ugly, honestly. But that one ended beautifully. So there you go. Maybe it was just kind of, you know, the current era of the dating scene. That's a good question. How do you pronounce that? They knew each other for years prior. Oh. So enemies to lovers. Gosh. Well, maybe not enemies. Just not fond of. Ooh-ah. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and bring up some more information because that requires it. That was a very nice, well tied up story. Beautiful. Ua and King, while working at the same company, have very different personalities. Ua takes relationships seriously and dislikes the flirtatious King. But fate plays its own games, and despite their differences, they become friends with benefits. Even though they have an agreement and guidelines, their lust and desire for possession goes far beyond reason, driving them further and further into their passions with no way of pulling out. Who will be the first to put a stop to the game of lust and confusion? Or will the two of them break their own rules and fall in love? Well, that is a dangerous game. If you're playing that game and you're trying not to fall in love, okay, right. They knew what they were doing with that wording. They knew it. My gosh. What's up, Jay? How's it going, man? Good to see you in chat. Good to see you. I know you've been busy. I've been missing streams. Missing them a lot. So shout out to Jay, aka Drunk 3PO, in the chat. Amazing. Gosh, what a beautiful story. Beautiful story. Absolutely wonderful. But yeah, if you're playing that game of friends with benefits, you're going to lose. Somebody's going to lose. Somebody's going to catch feelings. That's going to come crashing down probably. But yeah, it's not surprising. It's not surprising they ended up, engaged or somewhat in a relationship towards the end there. We talk about Bed Friend and how it is so much more than expected. Spoilers. But we don't care about spoilers here. We push right through them. So I've been watching Bed Friend every week. A lot of times I wait for episodes to accumulate, but not this time. I have to say that going into it from just previews, I expected it to just be another steamy BL. Probably not much plot outside the main couple. But it has really exceeded expectations, with it actually including many plot lines of societal issues like mental health, we'll say on YouTube's terms, harassment and assault, workplace issues, and problems in family dynamics. The way it is addressing these issues so far is quite refreshing, extremely important, plus the seriousness these subjects are being treated with, trying to be something above and beyond. Too often these subjects get brushed under the rug or ignored, or even used as the beginning for romantic plot lines. Yikes. Wasn't expecting this much depth from a F-buddy story, as we will say on YouTube. A lot of people actually feel very seen by this show. 10 out of 10 communication, King being a green flag factory. Wow, that's something you want to be known as, a green flag factory. Destigmatizing STD testing, establishing boundaries and rules before adult fun time, we'll say. BLs don't typically address mental health issues. Well, that's good to hear that they did in this. Usage of actual therapy and medication in managing PTSD. I love the fact that Jay joined on the first YouTube stream. Hell yeah. Shout out to Jay. Very cool. Good to see you. Social commentary on workplace issues. Net James, more chemistry than the effing periodic table. I'm reading right now. What the hell am I reading? Above and Beyond NC, the boys would have been down for anything if only the director asked. Communication and mutual respect. Sloppy editing. Keep in mind, this show took some hits in the production department, and the editing is sloppy in the first 2 to 3 episodes. NC means not for children scenes. That is good to know. That's the NC, even though sexy, is all montages with music, which can be disappointing. Oh my gosh. Oh, that takes me back to gosh. Those what are those called? Softcore or whatever, where it's all like montages with music. Oof. Realistic course of relationship have been fooling around, is what we'll say. Getting to know each other for a year before settling down to become boyfriends, and then get married 3 years later in the books. And for me, that's a realistic course for settling down in a relationship. We agree with your take. Like how King is really in love with Ua and that he is treating him so respectfully. Get to know Net James, the ones that played with our hearts this year. Make that bigger. That is impossible to read. With their eagerly awaited BL series Bed Friend, which aired February 2023. Domundi stars Net James made significant advancements in the entertainment industry. Additionally, they have successfully held fans events in a few Asian countries. James is a Thai actor, was born in 1999. He pursued his education at whatever university. Started acting and appeared in his first role as Beer in Oxygen. Excuse me? Is that way their pair has split? Oh, gosh. James enjoys listening to music and will occasionally share what he is listening to during his Instagram Live. Have you ever been a part of an Instagram Live? It is usually not good. I mean, sometimes it's kind of interesting because it's somebody you never see in any situation live, but a lot of them are just not very good. Apart from that, he enjoys dancing. He has demonstrated his dancing ability at fan events, and he often shares videos of himself dancing on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If I ever post a dancing video on anything, I want someone to just message me and say, it's okay. It's okay. We're good. We're good. Please reach out and just be like, we don't need this. James has a cat allergy. Because of this, his followers frequently tease him. That's fun. James enjoys painting and values the arts. I am terrible artist. I will let that be known. James wants to back away from acting and focus on music. They split amicably. That's good to know. I'm assuming the music is good. Net is also a Thai actor and model. Joined Domundi in 2020. Boy, that's an interesting time to join. Net has a new partner named JJ. Good to know. Net has a cat named Choo Choo, about whom he frequently shares and even includes in his Instagram lives. He has his own Instagram account as well, as most people do. Like James, he runs a clothing line. ToddReacts.com. Summer collection just dropped. Net and James' other works both appeared in Z-Madge's music video, and for their television series debuted, they acted so well in the music video that it made fans eagerly anticipate their upcoming project. They did a fan meeting in Manila. Very interesting. I have no idea. What is this? Oh. Thank you, Kaz Magazine, for the honor of nominating James and Net series Don't Play with Bed Friend. For the Kaz Awards 2024 Series of the Year, I've always been proud to be a part of this series. Thanks, it's good work. Domundi, brother off, who saw my talent and gave me a chance to get a blown. What did I just say? Thank you, brother Chevin, brother Dare, who teaches and guides me in the way of work. Thank you, Ua, for giving me insights on life and work experience as an actor. Thank you to all my friends, cast, and crew behind the scenes, especially Net, who have been through all the troubles and happiness that we were able to create this work completion. I'm assuming that was the acceptance of the award. This is the thank you for the award last week. I think all the Domundi actors have clothing lines at this point. Honestly, not surprising. Not surprising. Hey, if you have any sort of fan base, it makes sense to launch a clothing line. Or you can take the Rihanna approach, do a beauty line or something like that. After they're split. Oh, gotcha. Oh my gosh. I'm assuming a split in the BL scene is usually pretty tense. You're trying not to step on any toes. I'm assuming there's a lot of hurt feelings and all that stuff. Like, it seems, yeah, they get ugly. Thanks for the insight, Slayer Kitty. But yeah, I'm assuming they get ugly pretty fast. That's brutal. It's good that they got the award for it, though. That's pretty amazing. It's actually really awesome. This is when Z Saint split. Oh, there was. Oh, okay. I'm assuming there's been a lot of ugly splits. Very ugly splits. Let's go ahead and jump into the last video of the stream. I hope we've enjoyed it. It's been an interesting mix. You know, always trying to mix things up. This is Castiel, Human Weakness from Supernatural. Cannot wait. Sorry for the messy comments. The wireless keyboard died slowly. Oh my gosh. The amount of times I have to change the battery in this keyboard is just insane. It's the fans that get ugly. Yeah, I was assuming that to be the case. You know, people put a lot of time and passion into, you know, their pairings and whatnot. So it makes sense that people would get kind of ugly about it. But boy, obviously, you know, the actors probably don't condone. Excuse me. Don't condone. I'm doing a lot of talking. Don't condone a lot of the ugliness. All right. We got the last one here. Let's go ahead and end with a bang. Castiel. I'm assuming Dean is in this.
Why would you fall? Watching humanity.
I am shocked.
Never
YouTube is still running.
Hello?
Shout out to the
Nothing
YouTube
but
channel.
chaos.
Everybody watching on YouTube.
What is so worth saving?
First ever
I see
stream
nothing
on this channel.
but pain here. Not all bad comes
After what, 3
Did we
years?
just become best friends?
I think I passed my 3-year anniversary.
Thank you. You know, I'm finding that often people with the least to give are the most generous.
Take care, kid.
I want to stay and help. Is that wrong?
No, it's just very human. It's a compliment.
Castiel's voice always gets me.
have to stay away from them. Help me.
Help me, please! You promised, Cass!
It's not because
We need to run now.
danger to them.
Run, please.
End this, Castiel.
They're a danger to us.
I can't. I want to. I rebelled. I did it all for you. I'm doing
Look
this
at me.
not for you, Dean. I'm doing this because of you.
If there's anything worth dying for,
I'll die first.
this is it.
I'm just wondering how someone quits. I still serve God. One life for something completely different. I'll watch over you. I believe in so much. Okay. You know, only humans can feel real joy.
The fortune teller.
I was
The
lost,
paper fortune
such
teller.
profound pain until I took on more pain. It's strange to think that that helped, but it wasn't that long ago when all I needed to do to ease your pain was just touch you. Humans, so fragile. Believe it or not, there may be something even better down here.
I don't understand.
Loyalty, hope,
Forgiveness? Love?
dreams.
The celestial beings, humans must seem super fragile.
Things. I guess that's why we pray.
I used to pray to you, Castiel.
I prayed to you, Cass.
Every night.
Hi, baby.
I would beg you to bring him home safe.
I know.
You know, and you didn't.
I gave you everything you asked me to give. I gave you more. This is the thanks I get. This is what you do.
My father was a good man. What messed up world does he have to die and you get to
I
live?
was convinced I was on this righteous path. Now I realize that there is no righteous path. It's just trying to do their best and far too easy. The worst.
You know what's real? People. Families. That's real. And you're gonna watch them all burn? It's me. We're family. Cass! We need you.
That filter made that
choose,
blood look
Castiel.
so fake, it's
Us.
wild.
Or them.
Choosing your own course of action
You're scared.
is confusing,
This feeling,
terrifying.
being all alone.
You're afraid, Cass.
What if you were to find out no one may be listening, that no one is listening, that God pretty much left?
I
Would you
mean,
please tell me what to do?
that's a scary thought if you're a
I'll
believer.
go with you.
That's not possible.
All I gotta do is look.
It's completely possible.
You're missing the point. It's not possible. Because I have my faith.
But when I tell you the truth,
Your truth.
it's my truth.
All you have to do is be unafraid.
Your lack of faith doesn't cancel what I believe. That's not how it works.
For the first time in a long time.
You know, someone is listening.
I am. His true weakness is revealed.
She was sent here to observe humanity.
He's in love
I thought he was shorter.
with humanity.
These humans are just doing the best they can. They're the ones we were put here to protect.
No, you're not strong enough.
Time to put them first.
Your problems always come first. Just run.
What have you done to me?
I fixed you,
Interesting
Castiel.
parallel
We'll do it
between
soon. I'm gonna carry you
as
to your human weakness.
I
Castiel.
fixed you.
Cass, fight this! This is not you! Fight it! We need to keep fighting. We are fighting. We're fighting for you, Cass.
What of the humans? Whose lives were sacrificed in the name of that mission?
Your dad's sacrifice was not meaningless. Your father's a human. And because he did that, Cass was able to save the world. You'll never change. The world.
We always said the humans were our original mission.
How could anyone know them and not love them? I love you guys. You're my family. I love you. I love all of you.
Wow. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw out some much deserved love. That was stunning. I'm always just blown away by some of these edits. Not all of them, but some of them. They tug at the heartstrings. They have really emotional moments, some of them, and it's just really interesting to watch. It's like its own little short film in a way. Even if you haven't seen the series or you haven't heard about the series or you have no idea what's going on, it's still really stunning to watch. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original edit. Go throw it some much deserved love, and also check out their other videos. They might have other things that, you know, you really enjoy. So always do that. I'm always going to include those links. And as usual, I include timestamps in the YouTube description. Obviously, now because it's live, but I will after. I will take the time to do that just in case you want to jump around and you want to watch something that specific. But I'm noticing a pretty decent parallel between Az in the show Lucifer and Castiel, where it's like that angel that comes down and starts questioning things, maybe has a little life experience in the real world or Earth world, and just kind of, I don't know, it does something to them. They just kind of change or start questioning, or they just, I don't know, have this crisis of faith. It's very interesting, that question of, you know, what if nobody's listening? If all of it, you know, all the faith and whatnot is, you know, just kind of faith, just kind of a questioning thing. It's very interesting if you're a believer and you kind of question things. But obviously, if you're a believer, you probably go through that from time to time. Maybe it's an event, maybe a dark event. Maybe it's just, I don't know, a normal part of life. But very interesting from Castiel. I've seen a couple. Yes, his story in Lucifer was so good. So good. That show was just amazing. I'm so glad Netflix picked it up for the final 2 seasons. Was it 1 season that was like split or something like that? Just amazing. Obviously, I don't have to go in depth about what is supernatural. I think most people know what it is, even if they haven't seen it. Series follows 2 brothers, Sam and Dean, as they hunt demons, ghosts, monsters, and other supernatural beings. And obviously, other people get introduced into the story as well, aka Castiel, and a bunch of other people. But this looks like an interesting quote. I think I'm going to read all this. Castiel's last words to Dean in despair. I always wondered, ever since I took that burden, that curse, I wondered what it could be, what my true happiness could even look like. Never found an answer. Because the one thing I want, it's something I know I can't have, but I think I know now. Happiness isn't in the having, it's in the being. It's in just saying it. I know. I know how you see yourself, Dean. You see yourself the same way our enemies see you. You're destructive and you're angry and you're broken. You're your daddy's blunt instrument. Think that hate and anger, that's what drives you. That's who you are. It's not. Everyone who knows you sees it. Everything you have ever done, the good and the bad you have done for love. You raised your little brother for love. You fought for this whole world for love. That is who you are. You're the most caring man on earth. You're the most selfless, loving human being I will ever know. You know, ever since we met, ever since I pulled you out of hell, knowing you has changed me because you cared. I cared. I cared about you. I cared about Sam. I cared about Jack. I cared about the whole world because of you. Changed me, Dean, because it is. I love you. Goodbye, Dean. Whoa. That is a deep, really wonderful quote. And I think accurate. You know, obviously I've only seen the first 5 episodes of Supernatural. I watched it years ago. I never continued it, unfortunately, but one thing that kind of stuck out to me is the fact that this is a very selfless act by the 2 brothers to try to get rid of these demons and all this stuff. Like, it is hard work, number 1. But number 2, it's a life of misery. And they're choosing to do it. That's pretty amazing. Maalikhh and Eve, Lucifer, Chloe in hell, Amandel as a cop. with Ella as an ally following Dan's footsteps. I was thinking that watching Castiel's edit. Exactly. Gosh. That just immediately popped into my mind. The Lucifer story. Castiel, often shortened as Cass, powerful angel of the Lord who is responsible for saving Dean from hell on the Archangel's command. It was his job to help prevent Lilith from breaking the 666 seals that, once broken, would release Lucifer from his cage in hell. Once Castiel learned that the angels wished to free Lucifer anyway, he defied his angelic brethren and died trying to help Dean prevent Sam from breaking the last seal. What an incredible character. After he was killed by the Archangel Raphael, Castiel was resurrected by God and joined Sam, Dean, and Bobby Singer in a quest to prevent the brothers from becoming the vessels of Michael and Lucifer. Get me in that writing room, indeed. He then started a civil war in heaven to prevent Raphael from restarting the apocalypse. Believing he could not be outsmarted by a demon, Castiel teamed up with Crowley to claim the souls of purgatory. He ended up betraying Crowley and absorbing all the souls, resulting in his powers reaching a level much higher than that of an archangel, but at a high price. The powers that that evil souls granted him had went to Castiel's head, causing him to proclaim himself as the new god. Ooh, villain arc. Little villain arc there. We do enjoy a nice villain arc. As his body started to rot, Castiel later agreed on the advice of Dean to release the souls back into purgatory. While seemingly successful, it turned out that one of the most powerful entities from purgatory, the Leviathians, held on to Castiel and overpowered and took control of him. This is a heavy story. After being stripped of his grace by Metatron in order to expel all angels from heaven, Castiel spends the next 3 months on Earth as a human. That's kind of that parallel that I'm talking about. After being captured and tortured by an angel named Maalikhh, Castiel steals the grace of Theo and returns to his original status as an angel. Later assists Deans with expelling the angel Gadriel from Sam and heals Sam's wounds. After Lucifer was exorcised from him, Castiel would dedicate himself to finding the fallen archangel and locking him away, blaming himself for Lucifer being free upon the earth once more. Just a wonderful story arc. I do like the fact that the writers kind of went off in different directions. They didn't just stick to Sam and Dean constantly. They had other characters come in, big, important characters. I think it certainly aided in the longevity of the show. Because you can only do so many episodes of just Sam and Dean. Here's a new demon, demon's gone. Here's a new demon, demon's gone. Here's a new demon, demon's gone. Like it, you need to shake things up, obviously. Have some cliffhangers and all that good stuff. I love the fact that he had a trench coat. You don't see those very often anymore. That is not something that most people wear. Actually, I don't think I've seen anyone in public wear a trench coat in, I don't know, over a decade, maybe 2 decades. They became synonymous with flashers or something, right? Very John Constantine. Right. Yeah, trench coats are very, I don't know, they're just synonymous with flashers, which is just so odd. Castiel meeting Dean for the first time. I'm the one who gripped you tight and raised you from perdition. Dean, who are you? Castiel. Yeah, I figured that much. I mean, what are you? Oh, that's so Dean. I'm an angel of the Lord. Dean, get the hell out of here. There's no such thing. Castiel, this is your problem, Dean. You have no faith. Columbo vibes. Columbo, yes. Oh my gosh. Give him a cigarette and Cass sound British. Indeed. Castiel, Dean and I do share a more profound bond. I wasn't going to mention it. Castiel explaining his time away to Dean Sam. My people skills are rusty, pardon me, but I've spent the last year as a multi-dimensional wavelength of celestial intent. What? Sam, are you drunk? Castiel, no. Stumbles slightly, yes. Sam, what the hell happened to you? Castiel, ugh, I found a liquor store. Sam, and? Castiel, and I drank it. Did I just date myself? A little bit. Columbo is a bit of an oldie, for sure. I remember seeing ads for Columbo and the reruns and whatnot, but I never actually checked it out. I am aware that it was very good, though. It's definitely talked about in a very fond Castiel watching Prawn. This is very complex, Dean. Yep. Castiel, if the pizza man truly loves the babysitter, why does he keep slapping? Perhaps she has done something wrong. I'm dead. That is amazing. That is a great quote. Completely out of context. Oh my gosh. An incredible character. A wonderful arc. That is a great video to end it on. That was very beautiful. Amazing videos today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Cool to see a lot of familiar faces in chat on YouTube. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out on the first ever YouTube live stream. First of many, soon to come. The next one will be on Wednesday. And I'm doing it later today or later in the night because I'm going to be working all day. So I'm getting used to it. This is odd to be doing it at this time. Usually I'm doing these in the morning. But you know what? I kind of like it. We'll see how much I like it after a full work day, though. That'll be interesting. I'm going to be just pounding energy drink during the first half. I usually am. But even more so. More needed, honestly. Oh, yeah. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining. I appreciate it. I'm shocked the YouTube stream held on. So apparently, I was terrified it would get kicked off and then we'd have everybody move over to Twitch. But YouTube's hanging in there. As long as a video doesn't get blocked, I guess. Maybe we're good to go. Don't forget, join the Discord. It is free and available. I think we're over 90 at this point, or maybe we're at 90 members. Trying to get it to 100 soon, maybe by the end of this week. Hopefully get it to 1,000. That's kind of the long-term goal right now. Get it to 1,000. That way you can get instant updates from me, whether stream's going to be a little late or maybe stream has to get moved to a different day or something like that. You will be the first to know. And of course, I'll post on the community post, but Discord's really the place to be. Go ahead and check out the summer collection of merch that dropped June 1st on the website, toddreacts.com. And while you're there, sign up for series or season tiers. You can request your own videos. If you have something in mind and you want to see it on stream, go ahead and join, and you can request in the Discord. As you join the Discord and you're a member, you'll actually see these private channels open up, and you can do so in there. And follow the Twitch channel if you're watching live on Twitch. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, subscribe. Create a YouTube account. I think it's like 87% in May weren't subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe today. It is free and easy. Subscribe to all your favorite creators, not just myself. Maybe you want to watch Drunk 3PO. Go ahead and do so. Let's see, what else? Did I forget anything? I don't think I forgot anything. I will see you all in the Discord. And I will see you all, not tomorrow. I usually say tomorrow. I will see you all Wednesday. Wednesday indeed. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thanks so much for the follows during stream and the subs during stream. I appreciate it greatly. Rocco, Kitty. I'm going to try to get some of these names in. Jace, obviously. Luke, obviously. Slater, thanks for hanging out. I'm just scrolling up really quick. Amali, I'm going to get your name right one of these days. You're going to have to type it out phonetically so I can get it. But I will get it. Jules, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Megan, always. Let's see. Who else? YouTube side, Drunk 3PO, awesome to see you in here. Amara, awesome to see you as well. Thanks for joining the Discord. I think you did. Linda as well. Awesome. Tamara, have a great night to you as well. I will see you all on Wednesday. Take care.